Okay, so welcome to our webinar. Glad everyone has come on board. Uh, what Renee and I are going to do is we're going to talk about a proven plan, a plan that anyone can use to build a successful online business. So we're glad you made it, and hang on because it's some really good information. So I'd like to start off by introducing myself. Of course, I'm Christian Caspers, and I have Renee Sullivan here with us.
Hello.
Hey, Renee. And so I want to tell you a little bit about how I got here. About, I don't know, 6 months ago, so I started looking online for a business that I could do because about 25 years ago, I was doing traditional business, really multi-level marketing and that. A couple of companies I won't mention, but I tried a lot of things. Let's just say I went through the school of hard knocks, okay? Built businesses that had a team of people that, some people do it, some people don't. Even when they sign up with you, they don't always do it. But that was 25 years ago, and that was traditional business. Fast forward to today, and we can now do business online. There are a lot of tools and a lot of people out there who are successful, and so that's what I was looking for. But I didn't know what I was doing, so I signed up for some programs. I listened to people who were doing it, and what I was taught was to, add people to your friends list, go around on Facebook. I added 800 people to my list. I talked to every single person, all right? And if they wanted to see the business, then I would send them links. And some people would opt in meaning that they just wanted to look at the business. Built a team of about 4 people. Took me 3 months. And within 1 month, it just fell apart to zero. I had nothing, okay? Now, I'm not one to quit, all right? But a month earlier, I started looking for a better way to do it. And I did discover how to do that. And that's what we're going to talk about in a little bit. So that's pretty much why I'm here. It's working for me now, and we're going to talk about this. So Renee, why don't you tell us a little bit about how you got here yourself?
Sure. My experience is similar to yours. I actually got started in the industry of like working from home around 18 years ago. My kids were little then. My daughter was a newborn baby at the time, and my son was about 4. And it was all, there was nothing online. I mean, there were things online. I just wasn't doing it. I tried so many different things. I'm not going to mention companies, but just so many different things that either I didn't know what I was doing. My sponsor had no clue. The sponsor quit. The company went down. So many reasons why. And I just, it didn't work out until about 7 years ago. I did have a very successful health and wellness business. I was also a health and wellness coach at the time. I did that for quite a while and was quite successful for a short amount of time. And around that same time, I was also working, I was self-employed as, health coach for a while, but I was also, before that, I was also working full-time trying to do those other businesses and stuff like that. But a lot of things happened, when I was going through, having my health and wellness business. Ended up having to go back to work, and just decided there was going to be an easier way, and I looked to the internet. So about 2.5 years ago, I decided, no, I don't want to do the health and wellness thing anymore. While I'm working full time, I'm going to find people who know what they were doing. One of the good things out of all the bad experiences I had in network marketing is that I knew how to find a mentor who kind of knew what they were doing, or at least who I thought knew what they were doing. So I just kind of looked around for people who seemed to know what they were doing, and I just started following people who did. And I ended up following a plan that, helped me to quit my full-time job and do internet marketing full-time. So I did that within less than than a year. My goal was to, I worked in public schools. I wanted to quit my job by June 2016. I ended up quitting my job at the end of March in 2016. Some crazy things happened, and I ended up having to go back to work part-time now, but things are definitely looking up since then. But, the key is I was very consistent with what I did to go from, working full-time to full-time online. And those are the skills that I've learned, and that's what we're now going to hopefully teach you to do through this webinar to show you. Because if you are consistent, if you actually have follow people who know what they're doing and actually have a plan and a system that works, and you just execute, it's just a matter of time that you get to what you want to get. That's just how it works. So, that's definitely what we want to share with you.
That's basically exactly what I was thinking too, because I ended up following some people too. Matter of fact, I found you a few months back.
Yeah, we met each other a few months ago, actually.
Yeah, exactly. It was pretty good because I started to see what was going on with the leaders in the business. I started figuring out, hey, these guys know what they're doing. I'm not really doing it the right way. Following a plan is what really what it's about. And what I really like about it too is that anything can fit into this, right?
Yes.
I mean, we've
Absolutely.
got a plan.
We're doing different businesses, some of the different, but the principles we're using are exactly the same.
Exactly. So that's what we're going to discuss next. So Renee, I'm going to turn this over to you to kind of go over that for us. So.
Sure. I'm going to be sharing my screen, and what I'm going to be sharing it to you is like a daily plan that actually following this plan is what is going to get you the money. Many times in webinars, it's a lot of hype. It's like, let's get excited about this. Let's get excited about money, but they're not really showing you how.
They call that.
We're going to show you how. We're going to show you what to do.
It's like drinking the Kool-Aid, right?
Money's nice, let's drink the Kool-Aid, but we're going to actually show you what it actually takes, and it's not that difficult. It's just a matter of doing it. Okay.
Exactly.
So let me share my screen. Okay, is my screen being shared?
They're coming up. There you go.
Perfect. Okay. So what we have here, and you can use this, even though I have names of things on here, you can insert your business and your training into here. But here's some things that I do, and anyone who's doing this successfully does every single day. And these are the things that make you money, people, okay? Okay, so number one is, do you have a traffic campaign running? And what that means is a paid traffic. So what we do is we teach our people to, use profits from their business once they're up and running and ready to go. Using profits from whatever system they have, whatever streams of income they have that they're actually making some money with. Use that toward traffic, which means, solo ads. And we'll get into that, more depth in other trainings. But basically, if you have something where you're getting leads every single day and you're following up with those leads every single day, that's going to be what makes the money. And I'll get into, what that looks like in a bit, but I want to kind of go through this so that you see what I'm talking about. This is my particular business. And again, like I said, insert your business in here. Go into your back office of your business, look at the products, and learn something from there. This is something that for some reason, people get started in a business and they don't go through their back office and they don't look to see what they've bought. I'm guilty of it myself in the past, and I don't do that anymore. I actually go through and learn, because what that does for you is it gives you content, which brings you to the next thing that I'm going to talk about. Things that you're learning in your back office of whatever business you have, you create or upload a video talking about something that you've learned from there. Okay, other things you could put in a video are, questions that people have asked you. I'm very often doing videos or doing webinars, answering people's questions that they've, emailed me about or messaged me about. And I'm like, okay, if one person's asking this, I'm sure there's 10 other people who have the same question. So I'm going to make a video, or I'm going to write a blog post about it, or do something about it to answer it. And then I just share it with people. Okay. Have you emailed your list every day? Okay. This is huge. We do a lot of email marketing, and it goes along with having your traffic campaign running, and being able to follow up with the people on your list. I used to aim for, 4 to 5 times a week. I am now emailing my list every single day. And in that email is a video that either I've done or someone on my team has done. And it's a training video, or it's something that I'm talking about. It's a webinar that we've done. Like tomorrow, my list is going to get this webinar we're doing today.
Yes.
Okay. It's going to be, and basically here, I'll actually go in in here and show you the email I sent out today. Okay. I'll just click on it. Very simple. You don't have to write a thesis or anything in your emails. I remind people who I am. It's today. I just said it. It's Sunday. This is a link to a webinar that our team did. I talked about what it accomplishes. It teaches people how to make money online. Saying about the vision. It's really what we're talking about today. Then I also have a training video. This one happened to be from one of my teammates, but sometimes it's a training video that I've done. And I try to include a picture of myself, just because that's branding. That's getting people, a face with the name is very helpful to people. You won't believe the amount of, text messages I get now. And since I've started putting my picture, we're like, okay, I think that's a real person now, So, if you can include a picture of yourself, do it. Okay. Okay. So responding to your inquiries, that means if you're in social media and people have messaged you a question, people have responded to one of your, follow-up series in your email series, respond to them, whether it's good or bad in the response. Acknowledge that they've, sent you an email. Many times, a few days ago, I had a lady chewing me out saying I was totally out of touch, didn't know who I was. And I responded to her, and she's like, my apologies. I thought you were totally out of touch, but I don't think you are. These are real people behind these email responses or messages that they might be sending you. They don't know you yet necessarily. So they're kind of, their first knee-jerk response is, I'm going to be mad. But if you actually respond to them like a human and are professional and very respectful, many times they'll come around and say, oh, okay, sometimes not, but it's okay, but always respond, because you just never know,
That's
people, you go ahead. No, go ahead.
That's what happened to me a couple of days ago. Someone sent me a message, and the thing is I've been doing this, and I don't get too many messages coming back. But this one came out of the blue, and I'm like, people are really listening. They're watching everything you're doing. All this emails, the emails that we're sending out, the videos that we're doing, you have a list, and you're building it bigger and bigger every day. And all of a sudden, out of blue, people start showing up, and poof, sign up. That's just how it works, right?
Yep, absolutely. And I have had people that I didn't know were watching me and reading my emails, and then a year later they sign up in my business. So you don't really know. It could be like through social media or through your list, but they're watching you and they're paying attention. They want to see if you're actually real and you're consistent. Okay, so getting back into this, again, put in your marketing system or your company in here, go through the training. This is happens to be my marketing system, and they do live webinars, and they actually have very good, social media training. They have good, content marketing training. Go through those for whatever company you have and use those and use them for your business. It teaches you all about what I'm talking about. What to say and how to say what you're going to say in your videos and or your blogs or whatever. And know your numbers, okay? How many leads did you get today? I can actually go, this is where I'll show you my back office of AWeber. I have 52 subscribers today. I have a traffic campaign running all the time. Yesterday I had 102 subscribers, okay? So, and it's only 2:16 p.m. Eastern time right now, so the day's still young. So I'm probably going to have somewhere near 100 by the end of the day. Okay.
So this brings up a good point. When you start doing this and you start building business the right way, you're not going to have 6,430
No,
when you start, right?
no.
Like
No.
I have 238 subscribers, okay? And Renee's been doing this longer. So
Mhm.
use it as a guide. You're going to start somewhere and you're going to end up, there's more people who have more than that. So,
Mhm. Yep.
right?
So exactly, and that is a really good point. Start where you're at. If you have 200 something leads, fantastic. You work those 200 leads, as if they're 500,000. Okay. But this is the important part of, okay, so I'm monitoring. Okay, so it's about half day, so hopefully by the end of the day I'll have close to 100 leads. But always know and be checking, because the more leads you have, obviously the more people are looking at your business every single day, and that's what you want.
Yes.
Play the numbers. Out of these 6,432 people, someone somewhere is going to say, okay, this clicks with me. I'm ready to join you at some point. And typically, in my case, in my personal experience, it takes about a month. If someone subscribes today, in about a month, if they're actually ready, if they've actually followed me and looked at my videos and read my emails, about a month later, they'll join me in something. It may not be everything that I'm doing, but they'll join me in one of my streams of income and kind of give it a chance and say, okay, I think I trust this person enough to show me what to do. And, so just understand that it doesn't happen, when someone sees a presentation the first time, most likely they're not going to join you. I've had it happen once or twice, but that's rare. Okay.
Yes.
And it's usually people who are, just already ready in their mind, and they're just like, okay, this is the person. They may have seen it from somebody else somewhere, or who knows what their reasoning is. It does happen, but most of the time it's about a month, and sometimes it's a couple months, or sometimes it's a year, like I mentioned.
Now
So just, yeah.
you brought up a good point too. Is that sometimes people start in part of your business with the plan that we've shown you, or we're showing you. There are a few pieces, and where there are a few components that go into that. So there's more than one business that we tie together to make the whole plan work. So they may just sign up for one piece, thinking that they can use it for whatever it is that they're doing.
Mhm.
So we keep sending them our videos, keep
Yep.
sending our emails.
Mhm.
Eventually, they see the big picture. Because a lot of people
Absolutely.
doing it out
Yep.
there, they're not doing it really the right way.
Yep.
So keep repeating
Right.
it.
Or, I mean, if they're happy with their business, that's totally okay. I still have, a marketing system that they can use to make it even better for their business.
Exactly.
I still have traffic resources, so, it doesn't matter. I mean, yes, I would love them to join me in all of the things that I do. And sometimes people do, but I'm totally okay if I'm helping them with whatever aspect of their business, even if it's not the same exact primary business that I'm doing.
Exactly. I've got several people who sign up for the marketing system,
Mhm.
so I'm just
Yep.
sending them information on that to get going. I don't know what they're using it for, but it doesn't matter.
Well, that's when hopefully, and sometimes, here's the other thing. You mentioned you don't know what they're using it for. Sometimes people just take what you have and run with it, and they're totally independent. I have people on my team that I rarely talk to, and it's not because I haven't, tried. They're just so independent. They don't necessarily need to check in with me. As long as my system is working for them, I'm okay. Then I have, other people who are like more new and they need a little bit more, you know, checking in on every now and then. But it's funny, I do have people like that. I have people in my marketing system that, they got my link to join and they're in my back office, and every month I'm getting that residual. It's like, okay, as long as you're okay, you're checking in, that's fine, or not, I'll know if it's not working if I don't get that residual the next month.
That's true.
But anyways, okay, so getting back into the checklist, the last thing is we actually have a Facebook strategy group that we're both part of, because there is one aspect of our business that we do together, and it's all, and this is really important. Whatever business you have, be on a team that actually has a full, a meeting place, which we call our Facebook, which is our Facebook strategy group, where you are actually sharing, positive things. You're actually sharing your success. You're actually sharing tips with others. You're there to support and help each other. This is, huge. Okay, not many people, especially new people, understand how important that really is. And I'm going to actually go into Facebook, and if you don't mind,
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Let's see. Ours is called Traffic 101. But you can see, there's postings of the, the webinars that we do. There's me with my post, just being silly, but that, people give tips, marketing tips, more encouragement. People talk about what they've accomplished in the day. This is another thing, this is a nice meeting place where people can be held accountable. Here's this person talking about what he did. This is just another training, and people actually are very engaged and active in this group. So it's important to have something like this. This is me. I shared my statistics from a few days ago.
Well,
this was a few days ago. I have 200 something more.
It shows too, as you show your progress, you make these posts and it shows it's working. So it really inspires people.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that's the checklist. I'm going to turn it back over to you and stop sharing, and you can actually talk about some of the things that you want to talk about. I don't want to,
Sure.
I'm not meant to dominate the conversation.
No, not at all. I think it was really good what you went through the checklist. As Renee said, plug it into any business. That's what we're showing you here today, a proven plan that you can use. So I know you have some sign-ups, so I wanted to show some of mine.
Absolutely, go for it.
So I started, doing this. I started marketing, back October 31st. And every single one of these people are getting on the list. They're checking it out, okay? And then you can see sign up, okay? Sign up, okay? So it's you're not going to get signups every time. You're building a list of people, and you're marketing to them. You're making your videos. You're talking to them daily. They're asking questions. You're responding. What is it you say, Renee? People join people who they know, like, and trust, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
That's what you're doing. You're establishing rapport.
Are you sharing your screen? Uh-oh, you're frozen.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we're not seeing your screen.
All right, let's try that again.
Yes.
That's what's great about doing it live, right?
Okay, that's great. Yeah. Okay.
Let's try that. Here we go.
Now I can see your screen.
All right, here we go. Let's try that again. So back here on October 31st, you see I got a bunch of opt-ins. 31st, 1st of November, 4th, 5th. So this is working just about every day, you see. And I just started down here, okay?
Nice.
So it works, right? You just follow the plan, you do it, and it works. Here's a sign up, okay? A sign up, sign up, upgrade, okay? And this is only one part of my business. I've got other pieces that go into it because, as we were saying, there are several pieces that you put into the business so that you can follow the whole plan, all right? So you can see it works, all the way up to today. Some campaigns and poof, now even within an hour, I started getting opt-ins. And look at this, in the same day that I did a campaign, I got another.
Yay.
So,
it just builds momentum. It really does when you see all that. It's just, if you follow those action steps, that momentum is going to get you the signups.
That's so true because where I'm at in my business, my campaigns are small. Okay, but it's paid traffic, and as the business grows, it feeds into it, and the campaigns get bigger and bigger. It's about numbers. You gotta keep putting out numbers. You gotta keep signing people up. The bigger your list gets, a certain percent are going to sign up. Okay, so the bigger your list gets, the more successful you're going to be, right? So.
Absolutely. Hmm.
So I think that pretty much covers everything, unless you can think of something, Renee.
No, I think, what we've shared is enough to get someone who really needed to know what do I really do every day to get started. If you just follow that checklist every day, it's just a matter of time
Yeah.
that you're going to start seeing results.
And the first time you start seeing people signing up after you've paid for some traffic that's paid for by your business, by the way,
Hmm.
you get really excited. You just want to keep doing it, keep getting it
Hmm.
bigger and bigger,
Hmm.
and you want to share
And
it.
when your people get those signups, that's really, that's what gets me even more excited. And not just myself, of course, I get
Yeah,
excited with my results, but
yeah.
when I see my teammates, that makes me so happy. It just proves that, okay, it's not just working for me, it's working for everybody else too.
That is so true. I had one of my guys, he signed up, within the same day. He started getting opt-ins just like I showed you. And I can't tell you how excited he was. And it made me all excited. I was like, I got
Yeah.
to do another video. I got to send it off to
Mhm.
tell people. So,
Yeah.
really good. So, all right. Well, I guess that's pretty much what we got there. Listen, as we said earlier, this is a plan where you can plug in any business, and you already know, like Renee does particular business, I do particular business. Matter of fact, we do the same business together as well. So get back with the person that invited you to this webinar, and have them give their link to you, and go check it out. Ask questions. See if it's good for you, and then hop on board, get in the group, and we'll take it from there, right?
Hmm. Absolutely. All right. Thank you so much for having me on, Christian.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Anytime.
All
Thank
right.
you, Renee. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.